Hello guys, good evening. This is the market close update, and we have had again some developments in this case, unfortunately to the opposite direction as yesterday. Let's recap a little bit where I left in the past video. We were talking about this breakdown on the 4 hour that initiated at 9 p.m. last night. We bounce off the median and we have a little rally into resistance on the 4 hour. And I mentioned that Bitcoin has done things like this and then continues still rallying against the odds. But indeed, the highest likelihood was a rejection from resistance and then coming back to the next level of support, which was RSI 40. RSI 40 in the price is located right where this orange line is being tested. And I'm gonna be very extreme so you can see it there, right there, how we are testing it right now. We have 2 hours and we're constantly flipping between up and down below that level of supposedly support. We don't know if it's going to remain support for very long, but we need to monitor the activity of the price action in the next 2 hours. Call it the candle close, which also coincides with the no, that's that's the candle close of the day as well. Yeah, what am I talking about? And then let's go to the daily. Let's see how things are looking on the daily. On the daily, we are doing something also very similar, testing very critical levels. I left you in the main video and I talk about the yellow and I talk about the gray level. Those two levels coincide both with the line white that is going up, that was giving us a support at 54, and then with the 51, which is again the old friend that we tested a few days ago on the 28th. That is 51, and it's the last line there in the sand, because below that, if we were to lose that, we are risking putting a lower low. So on the 28th, we were below this and we managed to recover above it. So now the question is whether this news of the tariffs coming in place from the 1st of February, not the 1st of March, is something unexpected for the market. And when the market hears those news that are unexpected, they tend to overreact. Okay, listen carefully because it could be an overreaction. We don't know yet. And that's why I want to wait for daily close, 4 hour close, and ideally even Sunday close, because that is going to give us a lot more insights on whether this is an overreaction. And well, notice that general markets are going to be closed over the weekend, but crypto tends to, still give us some clues, even with the low liquidity over the weekend. Let's go with CME. I know, this video is going to be a little bit longer. We have to cover a few things because if I don't look at that data, I don't know what I'm talking about. So CME apparently in here is still open, and you can tell how perfectly we went straight for that. Look at how we approach this level. We go very fast in the beginning and we slow down as we get into the CME gap that can be seen only in the 1 hour time frame. On the 4 hour, it's impossible to see it. And it seems like we went for that level, right? People are talking about the news, but then explain why we go so fast and then we slow down. We could continue going lower, but I can see as well, and I'm going to show you other charts, that there is some interest growing into buying around this area. We are right there at 101.9, and we can see a flip from one extreme of ask into bid. Okay, so that is interest. Don't overestimate that interest. Is not as big as when we were at 98 and we were adding into our position. Now it's Let's say this time was 0.22, now is 0.13, so it's almost half, okay? But it's something to keep an eye on. And I also want to show you how the loans are coming in, which is something positive. It's not sufficient to call for a reversal to the upside, but you can see how the longs are coming back in there. Um, and I want to show you the liquidity. To me, this dump is not chasing liquidity in the downside unless we finally wanna go really for 96, or if the general markets want to really confirm a big correction and then we are going for 88 or lower, okay? This doesn't make sense to just go there, to go to 100 and and really want to go for that if we just left on the table 107. 107 is a lot more that what we are chasing now. So that proves to me that we are not chasing liquidity, we're just reacting from news. And since that's the case, closing above 100K is going to give hopes for people to still chase the 107 eventually. It's a little bit bad to see that we were so close in here on the 30th of January, and then we put a lower high at 106 and see another rejection right in front of the liquidity. It looks bad, yeah, in principle. But at the same time, I told you, if you get bad news from general markets, crypto just sells off, they cancel, suspend the plan, and then depending on how elegantly we treat those news, let's say we hold 100 and that's it, then we can very quickly come back up. Think about how long it took this. Well, that long can take to go back up. Um, yeah, I'm looking for areas to add, but I'm not gonna add again at 98. I already add at 98. Uh, let's continue tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a deeper video. I hope you appreciate the not so short update tonight. If you do, hit the like and write down a comment down below. Help me convincing the algorithm that these videos are worth making and watching. I'll see you tomorrow.